Good morning, students. Last class we started with today the last session for the chemical properties of alkenes. Long back onwards we are discussing about alkenes lo major properties addition reaction da. Three types of chemical reactions we are seeing. One is addition, substitution and oxidation. Addition the ரொம்ப முக்கியமான important part. Addition of hydrogen, addition of halogen, addition of hydrogen halide, addition of water. Adula addition of water lo again three types. Adula hydrolysis, acidic catalyzed hydrolysis. Next hydroboration, oxidation, oxymercuration and demercuration. These are hydrolysis reactions and addition of hydrogen halide, addition of sulfuric. Whatever you are adding, we are following the either free radical mechanism or electrophilic addition reaction. Now the most important discussion for the chemical properties of alkenes lo second most important property is allylic substitution. Allylic substitution. The allylic substitution lo, see in that allylic substitution, first of all, what is meant by allylic group? So what is the allylic group means? Double bonded carbon atom, next carbon having must be a alpha hydrogen. That is allylic group. What is meant by allylic group? Allyl means CH2 double bond CH, CH2, CH3. This group double bonded carbon atom, next carbon containing hydrogens, this is called as double bonds can undergo addition. Double bonded carbon atom, next carbon is alpha carbon. This is alpha hydrogens. These are the active hydrogens. Here only we can undergo for the substitution. If any substitution you are doing the double bonded carbon atom having alpha hydrogen, that is allylic group. So that's why its name is called as allylic substitution. Allylic substitution anna, for example, CH2 double bond CH, single bond CH3 I am writing. Substitution, I am going to add for suppose any halogen. Halogen I am writing Cl2 bar CCl4. Where you want to write me CH2 double bond CH, single bond CH2C. The halogen will be attached to the allylic hydrogen. Allylic hydrogen means active hydrogen, that is alpha hydrogen. That's why it is called as allylic substitution. Chlorine in presence of CCl4, you are writing addition reaction. Now we have to use the high temperature. High temperature we have to use. High temperature we are using means what mechanism we are going to follow? Free radical mechanism. CH2 double bond CH, CH3. I am going to add halogen in presence of sunlight. Many times we are seeing reaction mechanism halogenation in presence of sunlight means that is free radical substitution reaction. Free radical substitution reaction, already I told you active hydrogens will be involved in the reaction. Here like this. This equation you can see the mechanism for this reaction. Mechanism for the reaction, then we can decide what is major and what is minor product mechanism. So free radicals means we are having three steps. First one is chain initiation. Chain initiation. Chain initiation first Cl2 in the presence of sunlight, that is homolytic fission. Homolytic fission, we are getting free radicals. Second step, chain propagation. Chain propagation. So chain propagation we have to take our allylic alkene, add a radical, then we can get CH2 double bond CH single bond CH2 dot plus HCl. Third step is chain termination. Chain termination. Chain termination. So we are taking that free radical CH2 double bond CH single bond CH2 dot the Cl dot and get CH2 double bond CH single bond CH2. This is our allylic substitution. Now what we have to memorize means, here reaction intermediate is free radical. Reaction intermediate is free radical. I am going to discuss about reaction intermediate. Reaction intermediate. Reaction intermediate, that is CH2 double bond CH single bond CH2 dot, and this is called as allylic free radical. Allylic free radical. Allylic free radical. Allylic free radical, it is more stable free radical. It is stable free radical. Why it is stable means because of resonance. See the resonance in this one. For example, again you are doing the homologization. Here one dot, here one dot. So dot dot there is a bond, becomes like this CH2 dot CH single bond CH2, that dot dot new bond will form like this. Again allylic free radical. So allylic free radicals are more stable due to the resonance. So see, for examples they are given. Examples they are given. For example, plus Cl2 plus Cl2. You can write 600 degrees Celsius heating. Then we can get, it's not addition reaction, double bond Cl plus HCl. Same reaction plus Cl2. If you are writing in terms of CCl4, you are writing double bond you can break. Now you can get the answer is like this. Sorry, first I am taking that reaction is wrong. That is CH2 in presence of CCl4 means here not chlorine, that is hydrogen, and double bond you can break. Chlorine in presence of CCl4 we can get the addition, but chlorine in presence of that high temperature is belongs to here. Chlorine in presence of H mu, or chlorine in presence of high temperature, chlorine in presence of peroxide, all these are can undergo substitution. This is addition reaction, this is addition reaction, and this is substitution reaction. Addition reaction and substitution reaction. That substitution reaction mechanism, chain initiation, propagation and termination. Now see another example. If I give compound is like this, I am adding Cl2. If you are writing CCl4, what is the answer? If you are writing the high temperature 600 degrees Celsius, what is the answer? If it is in terms of CCl4, so there is a addition reaction. Addition reaction means double bond you can break, here Cl and here C. Ide high temperature anna substitution, allylic substitution. Here you can write, otherwise you can write here also any one only. Now this is hydrogen. allylic substitution we can get the chlorine is the answer. For suppose I'm giving like this. Now what is the answer for this one is Cl2 in terms of 600 degrees Celsius. Now the answer is here there is allylic group, double bond, next carbon is the, here there is a Cl, there you want to write the Cl bond. That is our major product. Now halogenation, okay. Idilo again two more types we are having. Allylic substitution is majorly you are having three types. Allylic substitution is having, we are having three types. One is halogenation at high temperature, that only we are discussing now. Another one is NBS, N-bromosuccinimide. NBS is the N-bromosuccinimide in presence of sunlight or otherwise in presence of high temperature, like this. This is second one. And third one is SO2 Cl2. NBS, this is only for bromination. SO2 Cl2, sulfonyl chloride, it is only for chlorination. It's only for chlorination. NBS, N-bromosuccinimide, it is for bromination, and second one is SO2 Cl2 only for chlorination. Already we completed the halogenation. We will see the NBS reactions. It's a very important reaction. NBS. What is the meaning of NBS? NBS we are going for allylic bromination. Allylic bromination. So what is the meaning of NBS? NBS stands for N-bromosuccinimide. 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 See, first of all, how to prepare the N-bromosuccinimide. First I am taking the succinic acid, CH2COOH, CH2COOH, and taking the succinic acid. I am heating with P2O5 or sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid. Dehydration I am doing. Dehydration means I am removing oxygen from here and OH from here. Now we can get one cyclic compound, CH2, C double bond O, here oxygen. Next I am adding ammonia to this one. I am doing the ammonolysis, this one, ammonia. Now you can remove the water from here. Now it becomes CH2 single bond, CH2, C double bond O, NH. Now after that, this one you are doing for the bromination. Br2 we can add, remove the HBr, then it becomes CH2 single bond, CH2, C double bond O, here NBr. This is named as NBS, N-bromosuccinimide. This one only we are going to use for our chemical reaction now. For suppose now I am taking the one allylic compound. Allylic compound you can consider allylic CH3CH double bond CH. This is allyl propane. Now we are using the reagent is NBS, N-bromosuccinimide. Already I told you only bromination. Only bromination. Now the answer is CH2 double bond CH, CH2 Br. Br. For suppose if you are adding like this, and you can use simply NBS. What is the answer? What is the answer means? N-bromosuccinimide you are adding. Only allylic hydrogens are responding for this reaction. Now the answer becomes like this. For suppose same NBS you can use. Now the answer is Br like this. For suppose I am taking the toluene. Toluene I am taking plus NBS I am adding. Toluene, benzene above CH3. So allylic substitution can get the answer is benzene above CH2Br. Here doubt. Previously we were seeing the mechanism for the allyl group. Previously we were seeing the mechanism for the toluene. See the reaction mechanism, the resonance mechanism for the toluene. You are getting ortho para generally. Generally you are writing the answer is ortho and para. But here ortho and para is not a major product. Here it can go for the allylic substitution. Same like that, ethyl benzene I am taking. NBS you are adding. Now the major product is like this. This is Br. So allylic substitution you have to guess the answer in the different ways. See the another example I am going to give you, and carefully watch and tell me the answer which is the major product for this. CH3 I am adding NBS. NBS I am adding. See the answer how we can get. Generally double bonded carbon atom, next carbon alpha carbon, this is double bonded carbon atom, this is also alpha carbon, this is also alpha carbon. Now how can you get the answer like this? Here CH3 the allyl group, and here Br is the answer. For suppose if the alpha carbon I consider, the alpha carbon I consider here, now this is the answer. There is a chance to get one more also. There is a chance to get one more also. So what is that one means? You can see. Out of this only two compounds we can get. Out of these two, which is major product? Which is major product means free radical is the reaction intermediate in this chemical reaction. Already you are seeing the mechanism for the allylic substitution I am giving. In that allylic substitution, reaction intermediate is free radical. Free radical is reaction intermediate. Free radical is reaction intermediate. If the free radical is the reaction intermediate means the reaction intermediate stability are the 3 degree, is more stable than 2 degree, than 1 degree. Here bromine attached carbon, this is 3 degree. Here bromine attached carbon, this is 2 degree. So which is major product means this is our major product and this is our minor product. Minor product. Same mechanism and same chemical reactions you can see for the sulfonyl chloride, SO2Cl2. SO2Cl2 you are taking. Same allylic substitution you are doing. Allylic substitution, but I am taking the SO2Cl2, sulfonyl chloride. Sulfonyl chloride, low concentration sulfonyl chloride can provide low concentration of Cl2. If it is high concentration means it can undergo for the addition reaction, compound is different. Low concentration means it can undergo for the allylic substitution. Now you can get the answer is allylic chloride. This is the allylic substitution reactions. Next one is oxidation. Another most important discussion for the alkenes chemical properties, oxidation. Organic chemistry lo oxidation means immediately we have to see the oxidizing agents. Oxidizing agents. Generally, organic chemistry lo what we are using the oxidizing agents means KMnO4 1, K2Cr2O7 1, K2Cr2O7. KMnO4 we are having two conditions. One is cold dilute condition. Another one is hot concentration condition. Cold dilute alkaline KMnO4. Another name for this one, that is called as Bayer's reagent. And most important for the organic chemistry, what is the Bayer's reagent means? Cold dilute alkaline KMnO4 is called as Bayer's reagent. Bayer's reagent you are using, it is used for test for unsaturation in lab. So actually majorly two reagents we are using for the test for unsaturation in the lab, that is bromine water test. One is bromine water test. Bromine water is brown color, it becomes colorless. Bromine water test 1, and second one is Bayer's reagent test 1. Bayer's reagent test, meaning if the given organic compound containing multiple bonds, either double bond or triple bond is present in our organic compound, how to identify means by using the Bayer's reagent test. Bayer's reagent on the alkaline, cold dilute alkaline KMnO4, that is Bayer's reagent. Hot concentration condition plus K2Cr2O7, potassium dichromate, acidic medium lo K2Cr2O7. This hot concentration KMnO4, these two are, we can get the same product. You can get the same product. For suppose, see, first I am taking the cold dilute condition, then we can go for the hot concentration condition. First we can go for the cold. First one is cold dilute alkaline KMnO4. What we are saying, this one cold dilute alkaline KMnO4, it is called as best oxidizing agent. So what is the meaning of best oxidizing agents? It can provide oxygen. It can provide nascent oxygens. So it can give the nascent oxygens. For example, so what is the major role here means whenever KMnO4 you are dissolved in water. KMnO4 if you are dissolved in water, it becomes 2 moles of KOH plus manganese dioxide MnO2 plus 3 oxygens, nascent oxygens it can release. Now our discussion is alkenes reaction with cold dilute alkaline KMnO4. I am taking alkene CH2 double bond CH2. I am adding cold dilute alkaline KMnO4, so it can provide the oxygens for us. And H2O, water I am adding. Now it becomes CH2 single bond CH2 OH and OH. So what we are saying means cold dilute alkaline KMnO4 you are using, alkene is converted into alkane diols. Simply alkenes are converted into alkane diols. Name of this one is simply called as glycol. Previously we are seeing glyoxal, aldehyde, but now this is glycol. Alkene you are using the Bayer's reagent, you can get the alkenes, you are using the Bayer's reagent you are using. So you have to memorize, we can get the alkane diols. See another example, CH3 CH double bond CH. So you are using cold dilute alkaline KMnO4. So what is the answer means? Just we can get the diols. What you have to memorize means alkenes are converted into alkane diols. And most important thing, for suppose I am giving the alkenes lo no prachana, alkenes lo problem is if the compound is like this, see H double bond CH. Cis and transforms we are taking. Cis and transform I am taking. That is Bayer's reagent you are using. That is syn addition or anti addition. We can follow. We can get the meso compounds, racemic mixture. That we will see what compounds you are getting. CH3, CH, OH, CH, OH, CH. This is the chiral carbon and this is also chiral carbon. Chiral is organic compounds containing chiral carbon. So optically active means it can form the non-superimposable mirror images. Non-superimposable mirror images means enantiomers. The same compound, see I am writing like this, CH3, C, one side OH, one side H, and one side C, one side OH, and one side H, and this side is CH3. Meaning here I am doing the syn addition. Syn addition means OH will be attached on same side. Cis compound I am taking. The cis compound. I am doing the addition. Cis compound I am taking and I am doing the addition. We can get the OH will be attached on. Sorry. See the same compound. CH double bond CH CH3. I am taking the cis compound. So Bayer's reagent I am using. Cis compound C single bond C. So CH3 I am writing CH3. Cis you are saying. Cis means hydrogens I am writing one side. Now I am doing OH will be here. Syn addition. See, this is also chiral carbon and this is also chiral carbon. You can write mirror images. Mirror image for this. See, single bond C, CH3, hydrogen this side, and COH here. Sorry, CH3. CH3, OH here, OH here. So, if cis compound you are to taken and you are doing the Bayer's reagent, you are using the Bayer's reagent. Cis compounds you are taking and you are doing the Syn addition. You can get the racemic mixer, non-superimposable mirror images. This is called as enantiomers. So what we have to say means here, we cannot get the single product. It's not a single product. We can get the totally two products we can get. Totally two products we can get. One is like this, another one is like this. One is D form, another one is L form. Two products. Two is the answer. See, another example I am taking, for example, malonic acid. Malic acid. Malic acid. Malic acid I am taken. Malic acid. C double bond C, COOH, COOH. Sorry, here it's not enantiomers. It's not enantiomers. There is a plane of symmetry. Plane of symmetry. So there is a plane of symmetry means it's optically inactive. Optically inactive. Optically inactive means, so it can give the meso compound, not enantiomers. So optically inactive means we cannot get the mirror image. We are getting the meso compound. See the clarity explanation in the another example. Malonic acid I am taking. This is also cis form I am taking. Cis form of the malonic acid. Now same Bayer's reagent we are using. Bayer's reagent. C single bond C and this is COOH and this is also COOH. Hydrogens I am writing one side. So you have to add OH on another side. See in this compound there is a chiral carbon but there is a plane of symmetry. So plane of symmetry is possible. If the plane of symmetry is possible, so the compound is optically inactive. Optically inactive means, so it can form the meso compounds. It can form the meso compounds. Same, if you are taking the fumaric acid, malic acid, fumaric acid. Fumaric acid means nothing but transform. Transform. Same Bayer's reagent you are using. See the compound is, for example, I am writing COOH, hydrogen here and hydrogen here and COOH. This is OH and OH. Here plane of symmetry is possible. See, if I cut like this, middle, so above and below part is not same. Above part left hand side is hydrogen, right hand side OH, and below part left hand side is OH and right side is H. So there is a mirror image is possible. Mirror image is possible. So C H OH COOH and this is C OH H COOH. So now non-superimposable mirror images, now enantiomers. Enantiomers. So one common point we can write here, that is cis form you are getting, cis compound you are taking, then you can get the meso compound. Meso compound means 50% is D form and 50% is L form, that is meso compounds. And trans compound you are taking and you are doing the Bayes reagent, that diols OH will be attached on opposite direction, transform, then we can get the enantiomers. Enantiomers mean non-superimposable mirror images. These compounds are optically inactive, and these compounds are optically active. Moreover, here there is no plane of symmetry, POS, and here there is a plane of symmetry, here there is no plane of symmetry. POS means plane of symmetry. No plane of symmetry. This is the discussion about be careful on oxidation of alkenes by using the Bayes reagent. We can get the diols, but cis form it can give the meso compounds, and trans form it can give the enantiomers. Now the second part, the remaining part, that is hot concentration KMnO4, or you are taking the K2Cr2O7. Hot concentration KMnO4 or acidic K2Cr2O7. hot concentration KMnO4 को acidic K2Cr2O7 को same product. What is that same product means? Previously how you are doing the ozone analysis, like that same we are doing like the same, CH2 double bond CH2. If you are using these reagents like K2Cr2O7 in acidic medium H+, otherwise, or hot concentration KMnO4. Strong oxidizing agent, no? Strong oxidizing agent means break up to here, add 2 oxygens this side and 2 oxygens this side. It's not 20, so 2 oxygens. So we can get formic acid HCOOH plus HCOOH. Already you are seeing the ozone analysis reaction. Formic acid it can form, and it is further oxidized immediately. Why? Because it is highly unstable, it is immediately converted into CO2 and water. It is also converted into CO2 and water. Or suppose you can take the ozone analysis is the mild oxidation, but here acidic KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7 is the strong oxidation, CH double bond CH. Same reagent you can use, break up to here, this side 2 oxygens, this side also 2 oxygens. Now see, CH3 COOH, formic acid, another one is acetic acid, another one is formic acid. This one further oxidation not possible, but formic acid further oxidation immediately it is converted to CO2 and water. Some compounds, alkenes like this, but some compounds cannot give the acid state. CH3 C double bond CH3 CH2. Same reagent you are using. Previously I told that break up to here, then you can form 2 oxygens here and 2 oxygens here. Carefully observe. For suppose first mild, like we can follow like mild oxidation, then we can undergo for the complete oxidation. First of all, I am doing one time oxidation. One time oxidation means one time oxygen here, one time oxygen here. CH3 C double bond O CH3, and that second compound is HCHO. Further oxidation, already I told you, ketones cannot undergo further oxidation, so there is no reaction. But aldehydes, further oxidation, it can undergo formic acid. Formic acid forming means immediately further oxidation, it can give CO2 and water, I told you already. So carefully we have to watch where we can get the ketone, we cannot convert into another one. For suppose CH3, CH3, double bond C, CH3, CH. Same reagent you are using. So first I am doing the slowly oxidation. It's a strong oxidation. Now we can go for the further. First, one time oxygen you can add. If it is possible, you can add second time. If it is not possible, you can leave. Now it becomes CH3, C double bond O, CH3. Then it is also same. Already ketones oxidation further not possible. No reaction. No reaction. Further not possible. For suppose cyclic compounds we are taking. Cyclic compounds you can take. First, do it slow oxidation. Same reason. Do the slow oxidation first. First I am doing slow oxidation, then after that strong. Slow oxidation means just break the bond here, one oxygen here, one oxygen here. Now it becomes CHO, CHO. Yes, aldehydes can undergo further oxidation. It can give the acid. Acid. COH, COOH. So like that carefully we have to watch and we have to find out the exact answer. These are the total chemical properties of alkenes. Chemical properties of alkenes can undergo majorly three. One is addition, second one is allylic substitution, third one is oxidation. Addition is the major discussion, very important discussion, and substitution is very less discussion, and oxidation also less discussion. Addition of hydrogen, see what rules we are following. Addition of water, so three types we are following: acid hydrolysis, hydroboration oxidation, oxymercuration and demercuration. And hydrogen halide also you can observe carefully where we are following the Markovnikov rule and anti-Markovnikov rule. Addition of HX also, addition of halogen also, the rules and regulations. Carefully we have to watch the mechanism, where the free radical mechanism and where the electrophilic addition, where is the substitution reactions and all. Then we will see. The next class we will start with the alkynes, their preparation and properties. Two more parts we are pending. So alkenes is completed, then automatically alkynes somewhat extended. It's very easy. Then benzene. Before going to the benzene, you have to see the substitution reactions for the benzene. General organic chemistry law. See the ring substitution reactions in benzene. So okay students, next class we will see about the alkynes preparation and properties.